It's been a year, Daddy. I really miss you. Mommy says you went to the store to get milk.
Hello, I am back. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking,
bitch, you haven't posted in like a year. And then before that, you didn't post for like another year. What the hell is that?
a lot. A lot is up, actually. So, since the last time I've seen you, kind of been going through a bit of an existential crisis. Has not been fun. I kind of graduated college and had that degree, baby. Now I'm working, but I've been like constantly sick for like the past year. Got eczema. That's fun. Horrible. I hate it. So itchy. Sorry, I sound like that Spitch from... Spitch. I'm starting to sound like that fish from SpongeBob now. He's all like, oh, it's boring, West bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs. And every night I break my arms. At night, I lie awake in agony, wait for my heart attacks to put me to sleep. Then I just fall down the stairs. A lot. Anyway, hello. How are you? I'm making a video now, and that's all that counts. So anyway, the reason why I brought you all here today is because spooky season is upon us. And I am in a very spooky mood, as you can tell by my makeup. I know you probably can't see it because my bangs are in the way, but it's there, if you're wondering. So I'm in a spooky mood, so let's talk about some things that are spooky by definition. I don't know what the definition of spooky is, don't ask me. And what's spookier than the best kind of spookies? Internet spookies. Spookies you can find directly on the internet for your viewing pleasure. You can just sit there and read it or watch it with your eyeballs if you know how to read. I don't. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. We got some classics, we got some newer stuff, and stuff that frankly shouldn't really exist. You know who you are. Shit's whack. But today, I'm going to be talking about a couple of these spooky stories that I personally really like. They have a big space in my heart. I really appreciate them. I picked them for their own specific reasons that we will get into later. And for right now, we're only going to be talking about these two spookies in particular. I do enjoy a lot more. I am something of a internet spooky connoisseur. Not really. I consume it a lot and I really like them. And I have a lot more that I'd like to talk about, but this video, I feel like it's going to be very long. This script's 60 pages if you're wondering. We're going to be here for a bit. But I will maybe make a part 2 eventually. As for today, we will only be talking about 2 stories. For right now, we will be talking about two stories. So I picked these 2 stories mostly because they have some stuff in common. Both of them came out around the same time. They both have creepy little guys in them, and both of them incorporate Twitter into their storytelling in some way. Even just saying that name makes me feel like I've unleashed a great evil into the world. I don't like to talk about it, but I guess today we are. So let's just get into it. Let's get into it. Don't look at me. Let's get into it. Look at me, but don't look at me. Also, before we get into it, I just want to say I'm using a script for like the first time, and I'm still kind of wonky with the placement of the script. I'll figure it out eventually, but for right now, please don't be too mad if I'm like... So basically, I'm looking at this. I'm totally reading off of the script, and I'm doing a very good job at it. You cannot tell I am reading off the script. Please bear with me. I'm trying my best. As for right now, it may look a little weird. Using YouTube videos as a form of storytelling is literally one of my favorite mediums. There's so much potential. YouTube is a pretty big place. We got random folks who make vlogs, smart people who make tutorials and share their knowledge with the world, people who re-upload other forms of media for archival purposes. People who re-upload other forms of media for archival purposes. Lots to see and do. That's why, in my opinion, it's such a great place to tell a story, especially in ways that fuck up the status quo of normcore YouTube. Oh my god!
Every Beef Hutchins melody that I hear makes my crab rangoons double, nay, triple in size.
I don't know where that noise is coming from.
I'm hidden. Y'all bitches can't even spell chair.
Kermit Holepick's coming tonight, after I finish our session and give him his bath. Why did my father never fucking love me?
Wake up. Wake up. Hi, sorry. Yeah, I really didn't want to wake you up upon this midnight dreary, but I just had to. I gotta ask you, where's the milk?
Oh wow, lots of people post blogs and stuff about their lives. Now what if we did that, but we made it fucked up and weird? People be posting tutorials. But what if we did that, but we made it fucked up and weird, and not really tutorial, but dang, this little guy is trying his best. How the heck did he get in the back of that truck, and why is he bleeding? Who left him unsupervised? What if instead of archiving old TV shows and documentaries, we upload old recordings that are fucked up and weird and unsettling and make you go, ew? As it talks about the dangers of extreme nationalism and how it can cause nations and its peoples to do reckless and violent things in the name of patriotic obsession, not caring who they affect or how many people they hurt, even going as far as to kill their fellow citizens, their own families, and even themselves, rather than face the embarrassment of defeat and invasion, inflicting so much death all in the name of national pride, and continue with their message of destruction until there is
no one left to hear it.
You know, for all kinds of purposes. So yeah, lots of cool ways to tell a story. Taking something well-known and normal and making it twisted and fucked up. I really love these kinds of stories, but something I love even more is when these stories go a step further and incorporate different parts of the internet outside of just YouTube, like websites and social media pages. You know, something to just add to the immersion to give it a little something, you know. Fucking kill me. And one of those stories that I feel like does a really good job with that is our first subject for today, which is Daisy Brown.
Hi guys, it's Daisy Brown. I'm just talking to the camera, and I'm gonna show you guys how I feed Alan. He's blind. In case you haven't noticed, his eyes are very foggy. He can't see anything. It doesn't hurt him. For those
of you who don't know, no, seriously, where have you been? Where? This thing's been out forever. What are you doing? Daisy Brown is a web series created in 2017 by Jules Dappers. Please check her stuff out. I will have everything linked in the description below. She is very cool and much swag. I love her work. Please support her. Daisy Brown is about a lady named, well, Daisy Brown. But she's not some ordinary lady. Oh, no, no, no. You see, she's a bit special. And by special, I mean she has a literal gray alien monster thing as a pet. This ugly ass little shit is named Alan. And he's just the average British individual. Alright looking bloke, innit? I mean, just look at them chompers, love. Looks like he's married to the Queen. R.I.P. Lizzie. He got a dentist appointment on Tuesday. Sorry. That was out of line. I'll do better. Just a bit of banter, love. The entirety of Britain wants me dead. They're gonna drown me in a big pot of tea and then drink it. Then absorb my life essence. As is tradition. Oh, I think I deleted a really big part by accident. Chunk of this. So I know what you're wondering. How did Daisy get in this predicament of taking care of this monster? And I will tell you. The answer pisses me off. So essentially, Daisy has this monster because he is a creation of her father. Her father is a scientist and he made him in a lab somewhere that we don't know where it is yet. And so he made him with his own two hands, very ethically sourced, might I add. He created him, and he's like, he's my bestest creation, and Daisy, you're gonna help take care of him. And then he left. Because Daisy's father is a good and well-respected man. And I don't totally want to kick him in the ribs. You see, Daisy's totally OSHA-compliant father has mysteriously left, leaving Daisy to take care of Alan all by herself. Great job. Totally kind of you. This series follows Daisy as she tries to navigate her new life without her father, and what it's like taking care of a completely unique life form. This is where we come across a few issues with this situation. Of course there would be. Number 1, Daisy doesn't really know how to take care of Alan. She doesn't really have the same kind of scientific skills or knowledge that her dad has. Nor did he leave her with any instructions on how to take care of this
razor-head-looking bitch.
Great job, Curtis. Her dad's name is Curtis, by the way. I keep thinking of Curtis Connor.
Now let me be. Curtis! Get the fuck out of here!
So yeah, that's one issue. Unfortunately, there's an even bigger issue at hand. Leading into number 2, Daisy really doesn't know how to take care of herself. Curtis is weird as fuck and decided to raise Daisy away from the rest of civilization. He isolated her from the world around her, homeschooled her, and fed her a very biased and spotty version of history. So he convinced her that almost everybody in the world is evil and out to get her. So since he's out of the picture, Daisy now has to take care of Alan and figure out how he functions, while also having to figure out how the world works. Not a great time for Daisy over here. But hey, she's making the best of it. Despite everything, she seems incredibly chipper and excited to share her world with us. She makes all sorts of videos about her hobbies and interests like gardening, cooking new foods, arts and crafts, makeup.
Let's do it on Alan's cheekbones. Ready? Ooh!
Everybody really was trying to be a beauty guru back then, huh? I mean, I was doing it right along with them, so I have no room to talk. Looking for her dad's non-existent notes on Alan, as well as video updates on how the whole Alan thing is going. It's going great. Daisy, stop putting makeup on Alan. He has a skin condition. What are you doing? Girl, he's gonna turn vengeful. She really puts me on edge sometimes. Who left you unsupervised? Oh right, you're a piece of shit father. Fuck you, Curtis. So the first video of the series went like super viral when it first came out in July of 2017, and is currently sitting at a whopping 3.3 million views. That's a lot. The series was even covered by the likes of Nightmine, Inside of Mine, and many others. She was covered by all the minds.
Very big accomplishment.
At first, the series doesn't look too bad. Everything is very lighthearted. Daisy's just doing her thing. Look, she's chilling with Alan and planting succulents. See, I have that succulent. It's from IKEA, I think. It's a gymnocalcium. Daisy's cool. She goes to IKEA like all the cool kids do. She seems like the kind of person to get a little Tollander man. And a little plaja. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Blåhaj.
And if she's feeling really adventurous, maybe even a little Blorja.
Börja.
For Alan to sip his sugar water with. Despite her differences, Daisy is just an average Joe, just like you and me. She's just having a good time raising Alan. What could possibly go wrong?
Hi guys, it's Daisy Brown here. Alan pulled my hair out. I don't really know how to explain it because I'm not really the expert on it.
Did you draw this?
Alan, how did you draw these? And stop laughing! Stop laughing! Listen to me!
Nothing, it's fine. Nothing, it's fine. Nothing, it's fine. It's all fine. I don't know why this goo is happening lately. One of his eyes has swollen up a bit. I'm not at home. I'm outside, and the sun is starting to set. Alan chased me out.
Where's Dad? Video's over. Video's over. Dad, Daisy? Why are you like this? Where's Dad, Daisy? Stop. Where's Dad? Shut up! Shut up! Where's Dad, Daisy? Shut up, Where's Ellen! Dad, Daisy? Dad's gone and he's never coming back! You stupid fucking...
So since this is a YouTube horror series, obviously things are not going to go well for Daisy. As a matter of fact, they get really bad. Daisy Girl really gets put through the ringer. She goes through a lot of things that, despite her circumstances, a lot of us can relate to. This series tackles a lot of very heavy subject matters such as childhood trauma, loss, loneliness, abuse, homophobia, depression, navigating a new and scary world, and at the end of it all, acceptance. Daisy Brown does a really good job in presenting the audience with such an outlandish concept as strange as a sheltered woman raising a monster, and makes it such a shocking and heartbreaking story. We as an audience grow so attached to Daisy to the point that she really starts to feel like a real person. We cheer her on through her best and helplessly stand by at her worst. This web series had a really big impact on me when I first watched it, and I can honestly say it really is one of my all-time favorites. I have a lot to say about this series, but I don't think it would fit into this video, so I'll just focus on the different parts of the series that I really liked. What makes Daisy Brown such an amazing piece of unfiction is just how the story takes advantage of its place on the internet. There's so much that can be done outside of just YouTube videos. Endless possibilities. Julia really used every tool at her disposal to make this so immersive and detailed. Her use of social media sites helped to give us a deeper look into what Daisy was doing outside of just her YouTube videos. Since Daisy is acting as a YouTuber, of course she's gonna have to plug her socials. Like a girl boss pussy slay queen, baby. Every day I wake up against my will. And what's the one place she can go to share her thoughts and express who she truly is? Twitter. It's Twitter. You can tell this came out in 2017 because if Daisy were on Twitter in the current moment, they would eat her alive. Like, she wouldn't be having a mental breakdown over Alan, she'd be having a mental breakdown over the weird ass Twitter stands and the anime profile pictures and the blue check marks and just average Twitter users in general. Like, she'd be saying that she's been feeding Alan sugar pills, and then some jackass named something like Monster Lover 69 would comment some shit like, actually, monsters can't have sugar water, it's super bad for their spleens. I know this because I've owned several monsters, and I take the utmost care of them. I know everything there is to know about monsters, and you clearly are an imbecile child who doesn't know jack about shit about monsters. You should turn yourself into the authorities for your lack of knowledge and blatant monster abuse. What is this world coming to? With like the most condescending ass reaction gif, or like a slappy face emoji. God forbid, one of those shrug emojis. My least favorite emoji of all time. I hate when people use that. And then someone named like Dick Really 70 comments something like, what a good looking monster. Would be perfect deep fried and served with chips. And then Monster Lover 69 gets mad and then replies, how dare you post something so ignorant and cruel? You, sir, are getting blocked and reported. And then Dick really replies with a picture of like a pickled monster burger or something, and then proceeds to call the other person a slur. You know, just your average day on Twitter.com. You know, Alan Wood deserves to be stuck in a jar. No. No, not in that way. No, you're a sinner. No, stop it. What I was saying was, before I was really interrupted by you gutter rats, what I was gonna say is that Alan deserves to be stuck in a jar. A pickle jar. Shove Alan in there. Get pickled, idiot. Naughty monsters get put in the pickle jar of shame for their crimes against humanity. And for generally being little shits. Could you imagine? Daisy's all like, hey guys, it's Daisy Brown. Alan ripped out my hair again last night and I'm honestly done with his shit. So I stuffed him in a jar and now I'm selling him. You can find a listing for him on Craigslist. All the money I get from him will be used to hire someone to get the black mold out of my basement. This hoe ain't catching Lynx disease. Great, now picturing some like poor maintenance guy like coming down to the basement and seeing all the shit down there and then coming back up with like a 1,000-yard stare and he's all like, lady, you got some weird bugs down there. The maintenance guy is played by Alan Resnick. He did a good job. Imagine buying Alan for cheap online. Fermented pickled Alan, he tastes like shit. He's bought by binging with Babbage. Hello everyone, today we'll be making pickled monster chips from the latest episode of Rick and Morty. I don't know. Today I have an actual real life monster that I bought from some lady online. I don't know, I can't do a good Babbage impression. Take it as you will. I don't know, man. I could go for some pickled Alan chips right now. No pickling lip up though, she's off limits. I think anyone's ever had a crush on Alan before. Like, like wrote like flowery fan fictions of himself and him, like some like high school AU where he's like the brooding bad boy who needs to be fixed. Now I can think of someone who's just like, so this is a little weird, but my first fictional crush was actually Alan the Monster from DZ Brown, the web series. I thought he was a weird little potato man at first, but then he grew legs, and that really awakened something in me. What can I say? I love a man in a towel. Towels. That's so gross. Sorry for the tangent, back on track. Counting down the days until the site is completely unusable. I wonder how Daisy will react to Elon Musk buying Twitter. But yeah, so Twitter's a really good behind the scenes look into Daisy's life that we don't get to quite see through her videos. A little personal tour into the madness, if you will. I show her my phone. So first tweet. Excuse me. Sometimes you'll bite off more than you can chew. It may take time, but you'll get through it. Help! Very sweet and well drawn. And a great quote too. Perfect image. This sounds like a Tumblr shitpost. Like that's a comment you see underneath like a picture of like a cat that's covered in like food. It just says like lost in the sauce. Perfect. I love the strange noises in my house at night. It's like a lullaby. What kind of noises are they? Just little bumps and creaks. The sound of Alan breathing, sounds of the wind, groans in the night, crickets, nice things. Smiley face. Girl, those aren't gonna be nice sounds for long. Alan's awake. Oh my god. What is this image? What is this image? This picture is giving off very complicated aura. Like this picture's trying to portray an emotion that I don't think quite exists yet. Like this is giving a lot, very versatile image. You can really use it for just about anything. Like, just done with my finals, feeling great. My cat's facing the drone approaches. He is about to be incinerated. Me, when I get home from school, and the first thing my mom does is yell at me. She found the piss drawer. Live Alan reaction. Fun story. I know I've been off on a tangent for a bit. I did get blocked by Onision the other day because I did call him a boo-boo ass bitch, and I did use a Yandere Dev reaction image. I should have had the Alan reaction image, but I didn't. So that's on me, but Onision did block me on Twitter, and that has been my proudest accomplishment. Anyway, back on track. The best part of the NYE party? Lily was cold, so my sister fed her some soup. Stay warm, doggy! My heart melts for this girl. I love her so much. This is just one of many tweets of Daisy being so wholesome. Anyway. Hi, Daisy. Hi. Thank you for your contribution, Carlos. We appreciate you. Can Alan talk? Yes, and he says slurs. No, he mostly just groans and murmurs. He sometimes screeches when he gets scared by rain. Is Alan afraid of anything? Rain. That's really it. You know, I think Daisy should have thrown his ass out in the rain more often. Maybe that's the reason why he got all weird. Daisy didn't assert her dominance. She needed to show Alan who the real alpha was in the house by chucking his ass out in the rain. I mean, it would help him grow better since he is a plant. I threw Alan into the rain and now he's all soggy now.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna dry you out. We're gonna get through this.
A sad little wet potato. You know what? He deserved to be more sad and more wet. And yes, my eczema is hurting. Yeah, it makes me think of what Alan said in the caption in that one video. Oh, by the way, if you watch the series without watching the captions, you're missing out. Please watch it with the captions. It's very, very important. There's lots of lore bits. You need it. So anyway, in the captions, he's all like, this world was made for me, not her. I'm so cool and edgy, yeah. He says all that and then proceeds to get scared by some fucking rain. Like, I don't know, boss man. Being scared of rain is pussy shit. Maybe the world isn't yours. Wrap it up, bitch. You'll never be Mako. Hey Daisy, are you not afraid that Alan will someday grow into something that will hurt you? The thought of him growing hands scares me. Huh? I guess the thought of him with hands is strange. I think hands will take a long time to grow though. Well, Daisy, is there more than one creature like Alan? No, Alan's the only one. I love the foreshadowing of these tweets. So many of these questions are right on the money with what's gonna happen next in the story. Like point for point predictions. That's the fun part about ARGs. Is this considered an ARG? I don't know. The audience can start piecing together clues to start theorizing about what's really going on here. Stuff that's going on behind the scenes or is inevitably gonna happen, but that Daisy is either ignorant to or in denial of. You have this sense of foreboding about Alan growing and all the stuff Daisy's dad didn't tell her about. But you're just not sure since Daisy isn't even sure herself. If you were following the story at the time, you had no idea what was in store. And neither was Daisy. Like, girl was in for a world of hurt and torment and she had no idea. The sense of dread that things are very, very wrong and the sinking feeling for what's about to come. And that feeling paying off in the worst way possible. Here's a full body picture of Alan again. He has no limbs. Some have been asking. I posted other better pictures of him with more light. Very powerful image. I just learned about salsa. I'm gonna try and make it tonight. I'll keep you posted. Here we go. I tried. So the salsa didn't really work very I love that. Very well. I'll try again soon. What do you guys have planned for the day? I don't know what she's saying. This salsa looks bomb. Like, it's a little soupy, but I think it looks good. I love how she has her own hobbies. Though she talks about Alan a lot on here, she really shows all the different things she likes to do in her free time. And I love that so much. She really likes to cook. I mean, she talks about it all the time in her videos and her tweets. And despite everything, she's at least a little well-rounded. It's not like she doesn't know how to do anything. She's got some skills, and that's great. She's got interest, she's got hobbies, and I'm proud of her. Look, I made avocado toast. Avocado, I love that.
Hey Daisy, I don't want to offend you or anything like that, but may I ask, why is your writing a bit messy? I grew up using a typewriter. I'm not used to a delete button, and I didn't used to have anyone reading what I wrote. Oh, that's really cool. I've never used a typewriter. I love your messy writing, Daisy.
This is honestly one of my favorite character quirks that Daisy has. It's so unique and it gives so much life to her character. Despite the fact that she has a backspace key, she doesn't use it for all of her tweets. And they all look so funky. And she's perfectly content having her tweets look like that.
The laptop, this is the first typing device that I had seen that involved a delete button. And so I was just used to typing on my typewriter. It doesn't have a delete button. And so I've just gotten used to typing very fast on that, and it results in typos. I am aware that there's a lot of them, but that's because, I mean, back when I was on the typewriter, no one ever saw what I was typing.
It also shows a look into what her life must have been like with her father and her home situation. Like, this girl must have been sheltered. Typewriters have been outdated for years, but Daisy, a 19-year-old in 2017, only ever uses it to write. She hasn't even used a laptop until recently. She's decades behind in technology, and I don't even think she knows what a smartphone is. Like, it makes you wonder, like, how isolated was she and her father? Like, he really didn't let her have any access to any new technology? It makes you think, what else has Daisy been deprived of? It just adds to this tragedy. Like, Daisy's missed out on so much in her life. Things that we take for granted. Not only did she miss out on computers with backspaces and smartphones, she also missed out on going to school, having friends, making connections. Heck, even just being a part of the outside world. Like, just having little interactions with strangers, interacting with the rest of civilization. As we see later on, she's absolutely terrified of other people. She can't even look at strangers without running away in fear. She's been deprived of all of her connection to humanity. Just the very basics that make humans human. Socialization, connection, community. She's missing out on all of that. It's a tragedy that such a sweet and caring girl has to have so much taken away from her. All of this revealed in just a little bit of characterization. It's a quirk that's equal parts charming and terrifying and so depressing. Just like Daisy's story. Anyway, back to the tweets. Every day can be a thankful gay. Hey, I'm a thankful gay. Aren't we all? Happy Pride, y'all. It's October. No, seriously, between all the father trauma and Alan being weird, Daisy is unintentionally very fucking funny. Unintentional on Daisy's part, I feel like Julia was having a lot of fun with some of these tweets. I've never met Santa or Krampus before. That probably means I'm a middle child. Not too good, not too bad. Makes sense. Hi, Suze. I love her so much. I love you, Daisy. In case you thought it couldn't get any better. Oh, what are those? They're so fun. Daisy is such a sweetheart. No cap emoji. Like, it's so much fun just watching her, like, discover new things on the internet. She's just happy to be here. Hey, Daisy, is this what Alan's gonna grow into? Maybe. Who's that guy? What's a meme, guys? Julia picking on her characters is surprisingly a running theme with these tweets, as we'll see later on. Can't lose steam yet. You got shit to do, kid. But yeah, Daisy is slowly but surely learning about the world around her. She's learning about memes. She'll be a well-rounded individual in no time. Despite everything, there's still some hope for her. She'll be going to Costco and getting a 12-pack of croissants. She'll be a globe-trotting girly. Backyard trotting girly. Go down the street for a second cause she's not afraid of people girly. She's trying her best, okay? Leave her alone. She'll get there when she gets there. Oof. Oof. Tomorrow's a scary day. People are gonna come and knock at my house tomorrow night. Ew, it always stresses me out. If you buy some candy and leave it in a bowl outside with the light on, they won't bother you and knock on your door. Oh my gosh, you mean they want a sacrifice? Sorry for not posting for a few days. The 31st was exhausting. It's okay. Thank you, Rigo. Okay, it may take a bit for her to get there, but soon she will be a town-trotting girly with no fears of people or the outside world. In no time. No time. Curtis, you fucking asshole. You've ruined this poor girl's life. I hope you're fucking happy. Prick. A few people told me that I need more than one brush to do makeup. How many do I need? I'll investigate. Holy moly! Holy moly. Way too many. Well, yeah, you don't need that many. You can get a small kit from CVS or Target. Those would be perfect for cleaning electronics. What are you doing tonight? Thank you, Winston. Did I say how much I love Daisy with all my heart and soul? Well, I'ma say it again. I love her. I love Daisy girl. This is another one of my favorite parts of Daisy's Twitter, the audience participation. It's great. We got to help Daisy learn some new things and answer her questions about the outside world. It really feels like Daisy's one of your mutuals. The ultimate form of storytelling, when you could be a part of the story too. Despite being scared, she's so open about learning new things. This is like her safe space for learning about the world. She doesn't have to interact with anybody in person. She can just learn as much as she wants behind the comfort of her screen. It's a great way for her to take baby steps into getting caught up with being a person. She can be brave in a safe environment. Wow, liquid lipstick is sticky and hard to work with. I don't know if I did something wrong in sticking my lips together. Usually liquid lipstick tends to do that a little when it's exposed to the air. Although it shouldn't be too adhesive. Wait for it to dry before closing your mouth. You know what? That's totally understandable. This is a mood. That's why I don't wear liquid lipstick. It freaks me out. I stand in solidarity with Daisy. Liquid lipstick is evil. I mean, I am wearing liquid lipstick right now because I couldn't use cream because then they would like attach to each other. But they still did, and they probably are, see, look, they still transferred. It literally transferred. Look at that. Back to what we were doing. The eclipse scares me. Oh, thank you so much. But who she's responding to. I just don't like the idea of people looking at the sun. Close your eyes. How did Alan react to the eclipse? He just drooled a bit and made some strange noises. Nothing too out of the ordinary. The strange noises were Alan being blinded by the sun. You know what? Deserved. 100% no hat emoji. Deserved. Global warming is real. You know what? Curtis definitely seems like the kind of guy to be a climate change denier, despite being a literal fucking scientist. Just seems like the kind of guy. And despite her upbringing and, you know, being sheltered from the rest of the world, Daisy has a lot more common sense than most people nowadays. She's the perfect example of why you don't really have an excuse to be an ignorant asshat, especially in this day and age. If you have access to the internet, you have the ability to educate yourself about the world around you and the problems people face. Get it through your head. Jesus was Jewish. I love Jewish people who don't believe in Jesus. They still love God. They just love God in a different way. And to those who don't believe in God, I love you too. Shalom to you, darling Daisy. And I love Muslim people too. People love God in different ways. Even if I don't believe in the same things as you or understand your religion, I still love you. That's what Jesus would have wanted. This part makes me so happy. It's just so sweet. This is another perfect example. Curtis was constantly shoving his views down her throat. He kept being all like, our way of living and our beliefs are the only right beliefs. Everyone else is wrong and evil. We're better. These other people are most likely referring to anyone who isn't white and Christian. Like, fuck you, Curtis. But then despite all this, despite this narrow view of the world and the fear and the hatred and the stubborn closed-mindedness, Daisy doesn't take in any of that bigotry or hatred. She's still such a welcoming and inclusive person, even to the people who her dad told her to fear. She's so open to learning about new things and new people. Even if she doesn't quite understand them, she still welcomes them into her world and celebrates them. She wants to be nice and kind to everyone, even if she's scared. Despite how hard he tried, Curtis's hate could never extinguish Daisy's love. She still wants to be part of this world and appreciate everyone. And you know what? I think that's pretty cool. Hey, I didn't know that International Women's Day was a thing. I love learning about new holidays, and women are great. Have a great #International Women's Day, everyone. We love women supporting women. We stand. Wow, I loved watching the figure skating on TV. It was the men's competition last night, and they all did a very good job. I can't wait for the ladies figure skaters. They're always so great. Oh, wait, Is Pride Month real?
Ow!
I love the hints sprinkled throughout that Daisy's a bit fruity, you know? With Curtis out of the picture, Daisy can finally be her happy gay self, and you know what? I am so proud of her. She will be the best lesbian there ever was.
Eat your heart out, Curtis.
You called my girl stupid for liking girls. Now she's serving Slay, and you're serving laying dead on the basement floor. Or, you know, being a coward and escaping to Cancun, living your defenseless daughter with your crime against God and nature. You know, depending on which ending you believe is canon. I mean, I personally believe the latter is canon, but that's just me. A couple people have asked me if I want to be a scientist like my dad, and the answer is yes. Smiley face. I mean, not a genetic scientist though. I'm more interested in space and mathematics. Now we're getting into the deep lore of the series. Daisy's been slowly learning about our world, so it's about time we start learning about Daisy's world. And she's more than happy to share with us in depressing detail. Daisy math's good. She does. If she ever went to school, she'd be like Gabriella Montez. Like a peak, quirky, shy Disney Channel girly. She thinks of herself as a freaky math girl that no one pays attention to. I think she'd probably bring Alan in like a backpack and just like carry him around because she doesn't want to like leave him home because obviously. And then he'd just say rude things to her throughout the day. Like the opposite of affirmations, like purposely trying to throw her off because he would do that because he's an asshole. And one day in class, her teacher puts the wrong answer to a math question on the board. She has to correct him. Then she's all like, it's supposed to be 0.42. And then the teacher's all like, pardon? What the fuck was that? Shy, quirky main character? You want to repeat yourself? You got something to say? You think you're better at math than me? Is that it? You, the shy outcast girl who's good at math, and everyone thinks she's weird for it, versus me, the teacher, the old man who knows lots about math, who's the #1 math stan, who got 3 master's degrees in the study of looking at numbers and going, who can't eat vegetables unless they're cut out into little cute number shapes, who doesn't eat alphabet soup, but instead number soup, who's been fondling numbers since before you were born, the man who has 100% has an algebra kink. That's how into math he is. Is that what you're saying? That you're better than me? Is that it? Then there's a bunch of hooping and hollering from the class, and they're all like, ooh, the monster bitch is trying to be bold in front of Mr. Spleen Crusher. If she's actually wrong, she'll get her spleen crushed. What a silly Billy. What a fool. And then it goes quiet, and she's all nervous. And then she takes a big gulp, and she's like, see, where you went wrong is you're supposed to carry the 2 over to the 7. You carried it over to the 5. If you carry it over to the 7 and then divide by 17 and then add 20 to the power of pi and then divide all by 50, you would have gotten the correct answer, which would be 0.420. Then there's a bunch of oohs and ahs coming from the class, and the teacher silences them, and he's all like, that's physically impossible. How could you even come up with such a silly notion? Just for that ridiculous display, I'm crushing the spleens of the whole class. And then the whole class is like, ugh, great job, weird math chick, way to go. Now we all gonna get our spleens crushed. Thanks a lot. What a weirdo. Not like the other girls. I just had my spleen crushed last week, and now I gotta get crushed again. Good going, idiot. Now I'm gonna get dropsy. I can't swim in the pool anymore because my swim bladder will get filled with fluid. And then they're gonna euthanize me. Way to go. I'm gonna get put in the big death bucket because of you. And then just to make it worse, he's all like, also, now you won't be watching Bill Nye the Science Guy on Friday when the sub comes in. Instead, now we're gonna be watching selected episodes from the Big Bang Theory. And then they all get mad. They're like, great fucking job, math bitch. I'm gonna set you on fire. I hate you and your stupid face. I'm gonna kick you in the ribs. I'm gonna piss all over your car. I'm gonna boil your little monster and I'm gonna eat him alive. I'm gonna pick on the both of you. She's all sad and distraught. She wants to run away and cry in one of the bathroom stalls, but she doesn't. She knows she's correct. She gathers her courage and stands up and declares, my answer is correct. Check the math. Silence fills the room. Very well, I'll check the math, but it's still going to be wrong. The teacher types on his little graphing calculator that has stickers of Taylor Swift's folklore album on it. He's as much of a Swiftie as he is a mathematician. He finishes typing, and then his eyeballs bulge out of his head. His eyebrows fall off. His hair turns white. 0.420. I stand corrected. She was right all along. She sits in her seat, beaming with pride. doing that little coy smirk that Disney Channel girlies do. Maybe doing like a little Debbie Ryan, tuck behind the ear kind of business, you know? She's so enveloped in her main character moment that she doesn't realize Mr. Spleen Crusher has stabbed himself in the chest with a yardstick and has tossed himself out the window. The class doesn't seem to care as they've already started to play TikTok furry cringe compilations over the projector. But that doesn't matter. She's still the main character and has caught the eye of a certain popular boy in the corner. That was pretty darn amazing, Miss Ma'am. I'm sorry, do I know you? The name's Wonka. I'm something of a mathematician, inventor, and chocolate maker. Oh cool, my dad's into inventing shit too. You wanna see the bugs in our basement? You better quiet up and listen down. Actually, reverse that. That's a bit rude. He just brings out like a boiling pot of chocolate. Would you like to join me for lunch? Why, I'm making chocolate, of course. And then a muffled voice can be heard from a bag and he's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you, Daisy. All that chocolate's gonna go right to your thighs, and then you'll blow up. And Daisy proceeds to take her school bag and just like slam it against the desk a couple times. And then like once more for good measure. I'd love to. I brought pickle juice. Sublime. Baby, this video doesn't have any cohesion to it. I don't know what to tell you. Back on topic. I've always wanted to design the most efficient space shuttle and study the universe. I'm sure there are more planets out there I must find. I want to work on the big supercomputer that I know NASA has. Even if I've only ever used a typewriter before I found the laptop. Dear God. I'm dying. Dear God, help me. Okay, get back into it. You think she's an astrology girly? I think it's so sapphic for her to be into space. How very girl-loving girl of you. I wonder where her star sign is. Sound off in the comments below. I'll let you know if your opinion's wrong or not. You know, Chris must really hate astrology. He's probably all like, it's stupid, and people who like it are stupid. If you ever get into it, Daisy, I will gut you like a fish. Oh, Daisy, if you ever so much just look at the sky, I will end you. Even her being into astronomy would be too much for him. It's a gateway drug into astrology. Nothing good comes from space. You gotta just show like a weekly horoscope reading in front of him, he'll just disintegrate. I hope Daisy becomes an astrology crystal girly one day. I think she'd have fun with it. Do you guys like constellations? My favorite is the Swan. It's also known as Cygnus. That's one of my favorite constellations too. Are you a Gemini in astrology? Solid proof. I rest my case. Hi Daisy. Do you like rainbows? You seem like a colorful person. What's your favorite color of the rainbow? Orang. 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 Orange is a lovely color. And it translates to people. Orange is a part of the lesbian flag. Queer Daisy confirmed. Also, I love how the misspelling translates to people, further showing that despite it all, Daisy still has a deep love for humanity. I'm reading too much into this. Since a lot of people have been asking about it, no, I didn't have any interactions with people growing up. Just my dad. Was he worried about you or about others? Did he make Alan so you would have a friend? That would be very on brand of him. You didn't go to school? Were you allowed to leave the house at all? No, my dad taught me from home. He didn't want me to go out during the day because there's too many people out during the day. No, because if she went to school and brought friends home, they'd see all the weird bugs in her basement. Could you imagine though? Okay, here's my house. It looks old and it smells weird. I hate it. I want chips. Do you have any chips? What the fuck's that? That's not an iPhone. No, don't go into the basement. Why not? There's black mold. You'll get links. Oh, please. I got my leg shot. I'm good to go. I don't. My mom doesn't believe in the vaccine. She tried curing me with rose essential oils and a primary crystal I need to keep on me at all times. She told me to put it somewhere safe so I would never lose it. Where's the crystal? Thanks for the nightmares. Now back to the basement. No, my dad said not to. Fuck your dad, YOLO. Oh, it's the doctor. Hello, doctor. Doctors. You didn't tell me your dad had roommates. He doesn't. Are these his tenants? Is your dad a landlord? Ew, what the fuck? I didn't know your dad was a jobless loser. Your dad sucks even more than I thought. I want to kick your dad in the ribs. He's not a landlord. Doesn't matter, I still want to kick him in the ribs. Girl, I can't see a thing. Let me put on a light. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yo, why'd your fucking dog look like that? Oh, it's fine. Your dad can just paint over with white paint, right? Gotta keep those murders and crimes against humanity a secret, you know? Just keep it on the hush-hush. All you gotta do is prevent your daughter from experiencing outside connections and making friends and socializing with her peers. You gotta make the rest of the world seem so scary so she never wants to leave ever and you can never spill your secrets. Fuck them kids and their development, am I right? Question for anyone. If you had a parent, were you allowed to ask them questions to your face? So none of you guys had a question box growing up? Hey Daisy, how are you? I just had a quick question if you don't mind. What do you know about Lynx disease? Oh, I don't know much about Lynx disease. I only know what my dad told me, so I know it's bad and dangerous. What is that about? Maybe you should do some research of your own to find out more about it. Google is a good place to start. Who's your guys' favorite historical figure? Mine's Christopher Columbus. May I ask why? I read about him in all my history textbooks. I was homeschooled, so books were all I had. He discovered America. I think maybe you should do a little more research on him. Not all textbooks are totally truthful depending on where and when they were written. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I guess I can look for more info. A few of the textbooks have missing pages. What do you know about him?
Well, just to name a few things, he didn't discover North America, took the natives as slaves, killed almost all the Taino population, and would torture the Taino people with very, very little reasoning. If they didn't collect enough gold or did something wrong, they'd lose a limb. He did a lot of other horrible things to them too. Almost every single Taino died from either torture or disease.
This is news to me. You're right, I need to do more research. Thanks for letting me know. I know. It sucks so many people didn't even know he was a horrible person. I didn't learn the truth until 8th grade. I'm 19. I'm so confused. I read every page in those textbooks. I'm embarrassed to say he was my favorite now. I'm about to go on a little rant and make a few assumptions and theories about Curtis and his overall character. Be warned, I'm gonna get heated. So, some more examples of why Curtis is literally the worst person ever. It's not only the isolation, it's the lying, it's the manipulation, it's the disrespect. For the question box, it sounds like something you make up for your 3-year-old when they're asking way too many questions nonstop, not your 19-year-old daughter.
I talked about it a little bit on Twitter and a little bit on Discord, and this is the box that my dad made. If I had a question about something like what's a library or who are our neighbors, I put it into the hole and he would look through it, and the questions that were appropriate to answer, he would answer them for me, and the questions that were not appropriate, he would burn them.
Like, obviously she's gonna have a lot of questions. She's stuck inside all day. The fact that she can't ask him questions to his face is so disrespectful. Like, you're purposely keeping her away from the rest of the world. You are her teacher. You are her caretaker. You are her only source of information. And you get mad when she asks questions? When you do answer her questions, you get mad and say that the questions are stupid and that she's stupid. To step away from Twitter for a moment, in the captions of this video, we see exactly how this motherfucker reacts to her questions. She asks some pretty valid questions. Do I have a mom? And can girls get married to girls? The first being a typical question to ask for any young person who only has one parent. And then the next question is valid for any young person to ask, especially if they've only been exposed to heteronormative relationships all their life. And you know what he does? He shames her for the mom question, saying how bad the question is. Like, why is it a bad question? She deserves to know about her mother. And then he calls her stupid for the girls getting married to girls question. He treats it like it's this impossible concept that no other person could have ever thought of before, and that Daisy was foolish to even think about it. And you can see how much she shrinks herself down from this. Her dad encourages her to be smart, insists that she be smart. But the key to being smart and well-rounded is asking questions about the world around you. He actively discourages her from asking questions if the answer doesn't match his worldview, and he can't spin it in a way to match it. He seems like the kind of person that if the question box were to be empty one week, he would shame her for not being curious enough. She probably wouldn't want to ask any questions because a wrong question, there should be no such thing, would get her yelled at and demeaned. He would probably scold her for not being curious enough, but bitch, she can't be curious. You've discouraged her from asking questions directly and then making her feel worthless with the questions you don't allow her to ask. Like, it doesn't seem like he actually wants her to be smart. He just wants to have a mini version of himself around. But spoiler alert, Daisy is a lot smarter than him due to her inquisitiveness and general love of learning about the world around her. But she could never reach her full potential because of how much he was holding her back. from withholding information to discouraging her from asking questions, on top of also feeding her misinformation. The whole Lynx fiasco is a perfect example of the misinformation he feeds her. He keeps telling her, oh, stay out of the basement, there's black mold, you'll get Lynx disease. When she brings up the people on Twitter, no one has any idea what she's talking about.
I don't know anything about Lynx disease, really. Well, I only know it from my dad. My dad just told me. He never told me anything about it. So I just know it exists. I don't know any details on it. And also, I'm not a doctor.
And she doesn't have a clue what it is either. Because guess what? Curtis never told her. He just told her it was a disease and it was bad. So stay out of the basement. That totally doesn't have my fucked up crimes against humanity inside that I refuse to tell you about. For those of you who don't know, Lynx disease is a fictional disease brought up in an Alan Resnick Wham City comedy skit about molding clay called the Sculptors Clayground, which is a part of the This House Has People in It ARG, which I am not getting into today. If you are interested in it, I will place some links in the description about it, including a Nightmind analysis video if you're more interested into it. Go look at that stuff. We're not gonna talk about it today, so let's just stick with the clay. So basically, Lynx disease is supposed to be this super scary, terrible disease that you can get from a lot of things. One way is by using clay from prison yards.
Now this is just a warning before you get started. If you're handling clay that comes from a prison yard, you're gonna have to wash your hands before and after using it, because it's one of the easiest ways in the world to get Lynx disease. And that doesn't wash off.
There are a lot of terrible symptoms this disease causes, like yucky ear and perfect pitch. Maybe I have Lynx disease. Not the perfect pitch, just the yucky ear. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, that sounds terrifying, and you'd be right. Only, oh yeah, this disease is supposed to represent made-up issues that rile up people's paranoia. This is mostly shown through the absurdity and general contradictions of the symptoms. The point is, it's not a real thing, but something people think is real and have an irrational fear of. Ooh, Lynx disease is bad. It's bad and terrible, and you shouldn't get it. What does it do? It'll give you a yucky ear. What's that? Well, we don't know. Don't worry about it.
Sadness or evil in your heart, like I said, working with clay, it's the best medicine. It also cures Lynx disease. So keep that in mind. I'll have information about that up on the web. Lynx disease. You don't want to get it, but you do want to get rid of it with clay. We're just going to keep our eye on the prize, and we're going to, there are a lot of cords on the ground, and I just don't want Lynx. Sometimes when God closes a door, he opens a window. But sometimes he also closes that window. That's Lynx disease.
All you need to know is that Lynx is bad, and if you get it, it'll ruin your life, it'll ruin your family's lives, and it'll be terrible. So don't get it, okay? It's 100% guaranteed that you will eventually get it, but still, don't get it. All right, cool, awesome, thanks. It's the same mentality as people who get scared of vaccines because they'll make you autistic and gay, so they end up taking horse medicine instead. Or how essential oil wellness girlies make up scary shit so you'll buy their oils and join their MLMs. It's all made up bullshit. Now, who do we know that likes to instill fear and paranoia in people through misinformation? Oh, hey! So essentially, Curtis is willing to lie to Daisy and make her paranoid and fearful and make up fictional diseases from black mold so she won't go into the basement. But the misinformation doesn't stop there. Oh, no. Curtis is one thorough motherfucker. It's later revealed that Daisy has been learning history from an outdated textbook that has pages ripped out of it. So literally, Daisy can't learn anything without it going through Curtis first and his biases. So Daisy is taught that colonizers like Columbus are good people and should be looked up to for their contributions. Even if their contributions are mostly fabricated, Columbus didn't actually discover North America, and people have been living there for centuries, and Europeans had already made contact with it long before him. And that people like Columbus are actually horrible genocidal maniacs responsible for torturing and killing hundreds of native people, stealing their land, erasing their culture and their history. But Daisy would never know that because Curtis idolizes people like Columbus. He doesn't want to acknowledge that Columbus was an evil person, so he would never let Daisy know the truth. The world's filtered and chopped up into little pieces for Daisy to consume with no way to get a full and unbiased picture. All of this comes together just to show how doomed Daisy was in this situation. Because of Curtis' selfishness, unable to cope with the death of his wife, and willing to do a number of unethical experiments to create human life, this man is a murderer, by the way. He is now super paranoid and terrified of the world, leading his actions and paranoia to have a detrimental effect on Daisy. In order to prevent her from going out into the world, he instills a deep sense of fear into her. The outside world is terrible. You'll get hurt. It's best to stay inside where everything's safe and familiar. In the meantime, Curtis can now instill his own beliefs and teach her a version of history that he deems correct. Even if the history is warped, and even if his worldview is bigoted towards people who are not like him. He holds Daisy to a high standard, and if she doesn't meet that standard, he belittles her. She needs to meet his expectations, or else she'd be seen as one of the stupid, evil people that Curtis keeps ranting about. She puts up with his abuse and lies because that's all she knows. But despite keeping her worldview as shallow as his, Daisy is still so open-minded and wants to know about the world around her. Curiosity would be able to knock down any wall that Curtis was able to build up. So he decides to knock her down instead. But here's the gag. He works so hard to keep her worldview limited, and he still gets up and abandons her when things get too rough. I know there are technically two endings you could go with. One where Curtis dies, and the other where he gets up and leaves. And I personally go with the he just left ending. He couldn't handle the experiments, or Alan. He couldn't handle the weight of his actions, and his guilt was eating him alive. So he left. He left his lab, he left his experiments, Alan, the house, and most of all, he left Daisy.
To be honest, I've listened to this before. It's from my dad. It's from my dad.
Daisy, it's Dad. This is going to be hard for you to understand, but I'm not going to be in your life anymore. I know you can carry on by yourself. You're smart, and you're strong, and you're better off without me. I just needed to record this. I need to say this to you, but I'm not going to be here to say it. I'm so sorry, Daisy. I've been in a bad place for years now, and I've been acting selfishly. I love you, Daisy. If nothing else, just know that I've always loved you. I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but I've spent years now trying to create something that would give me happiness and closure and make me feel fulfilled. But I never needed to. You were right in front of me all along. Rose would be so proud of you. You look more like her every day. You can do this. I love you, Daisy. I love you. More like her every day. You can do this. I love you, Daisy. I love you. This. I love you, Daisy. I love you, Daisy. I love you.
Maybe he thought Daisy wouldn't be able to take care of Alan and he'd die in her care. Or maybe he knew what Alan was going to grow into and was willing to leave Daisy for dead. His experiments would grow, torture and kill his own daughter, and no one would know what he did. His secret would die with her. But little did he know, Daisy is resourceful. Despite all his brainwashing and all his fear-mongering, Daisy still tries her best to catch up with what she's been missing out on. Something I really like about Daisy's Twitter is that not only does it show the kind of environment that Daisy was raised in, it also shows that despite all of this, she's still so open-minded. She's willing to accept that her father was wrong about a lot of things, even if it's difficult to process at first. And despite Curtis being unable to break down her curiosity, he still did a very good job in breaking down her self-worth. He made her feel like she couldn't do anything without him, leading to a lot of self-loathing and depression. And at first, that can only be seen here and there throughout her tweets. Do you ever just wonder if you'll ever feel good again? What if my dad's not here because of me? Ugh, I need to stop thinking these hateful thoughts. I haven't slept in days. You should really get some rest, Daisy. I'm trying. My mind won't turn off. Imagine how good it would feel to be incredibly happy. Dad, it's not home here without you. It's very clear that Daisy is left with a lot of emptiness and sadness after her dad left. Between all the goofy tweets and discovering new things, retweeting cute videos, and all her quirky misspellings, there's a subtle layer of sadness underneath all of it. She feels like she can't do anything right without her dad. That maybe she was the reason he left. She's feeling very lonely, very lost, and very insecure. But the one thing about having all these feelings and being online is that there are people to share it with. There are people in the replies showing their support, wanting to reassure Daisy and let her know that everything's gonna be okay. They want her to know that despite her own feelings, she has people online who love and appreciate her. I'm having hateful thoughts. What's making you feel like this? Bad thoughts are alright. You can never be happy or positive all the time. What you are feeling is normal, and it won't be forever. Then try to think of all the good things that happen in your life, and remember to hang in there. At least that's what I do. It's perfectly normal to have angry and sad emotions. It's just a part of life, and we all go through it. You just gotta hang in there. Is Alan real? Bro, there is a time and place. She is having an existential crisis. Get it together, Danger Dolan. Read the fucking room. Gosh damn. Anyway. Hi, Daisy Brown. I love you and Alan. I just made this Twitter account just so I can follow you. Oh, hi, thank you. Thank you to the 1,000 people following me. Hi. Congrats, Daisy. Whoa, Daisy, that's awesome. I'm really glad people are seeing your great stuff. It's still wild to me how there are many people I've never met who care about me. It really means a lot. You're all good people. You're a good egg, Daisy. Keep it up. I'm sorry Alan turned out to be a meathead. We love you, Daisy. There's good people out there, and you, Daisy, are one of them. We love you. I'm feeling better today. Thanks for being so nice, guys. That's wonderful to hear, Daisy. I hope you have lots more good days. Snap a GoPro on the back of Alan's head where his hands can't reach. Then we can see what he's been up to. Don't worry, Alan's here for you, and we'll keep you positive, too. Bad thoughts are completely normal. Just don't let them control you. Smiley face. Being online and sharing her life with the rest of the world, she now has a connection to the outside, the place she's been isolated from for so long. Now she has people to talk to give her support, and to cheer her on. Being online means that Daisy isn't so alone anymore. But though Daisy has found support in community, she doesn't have the same support offline. The reality of how Daisy feels about herself and her world starts to slowly peek through. Once starting as a little blip here and there, begin to grow louder and louder until they become the main focus. Much of those feelings being amplified by a certain somebody. Fuck you, you blue bitch. Ungrateful ass. Prince Philip looking ass. Fix your fucking teeth, goddamn. Yeah, Alan's kinda making things worse. A lot worse. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry. The upload's gonna be late because right as I was uploading it, Alan started having convulsions again. Good. Have fun with your convulsions, idiot. Hey guys, I'm back. I've been busy the past couple days dealing with Alan's health. The skin around his mouth ripped, and I had to give him emergency stitches. Sometimes I feel like I'll never get anything right. I just wish I knew what my dad's plan was when he made Alan. I feel like I'm trying to glue an eggshell back together. How can you be mad at the person you love? How does that happen? Holy moly. Okay, new video tomorrow, hopefully. I've learned something. Exciting update for Alan.
Gosh. Oh. What? See, this is just a bun. What's this?
Daisy is clearly putting in a lot of time and effort, and most of all, stress, into taking care of Alan. I'm sure he's so grateful and so happy, and will definitely show his gratitude for all the good Daisy has done for him. Alan bit me again. I'm mad at him. Like, really hard. Oh no, did he break skin? Yes. And yes, I know he relies on me and whatever, but I wasn't doing anything and he had no reason to bite me. I disinfected it and it's all bandaged up. I'm fine, but that was just mean. Sounds like he's growing. He's limited in how he can express himself. That's frustrating. You're his only potential target for his angst. You're right, but it's not fair.
Right, Alan. Okay. We're stopping. We're stopping. You can go.
He bit me again. Did Alan hurt you badly when he bit you? Not much worse than when he usually does it. Well, I actually managed to get a few hours of sleep last night. Alan woke me up again with more yelling and broken plates. Does anyone know how I can lower my heart rate? It's been beating out of my chest. What are you guys up to today? I'm gonna be dressing Alan's lumps and tentacles again. As long as you don't dress his testicles, everything should be alright. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. The fuck is wrong with you?
Another question. Does Alan have genitals? No.
Wow, Alan really can see. He's moving around a lot more. Alan cut me up again last night. My whole body aches. What do you guys do to pass the time when you're stuck in your room? Thanks, guys. Not to worry, I'm out of my room, just very hungry. Time for breakfast.
I'm stuck in my room right now because Alan's being a little violent, and so if you hear him in the background, it's best to just ignore him because he really wants attention. Because sometimes when I'm in my room, I get hungry because I didn't grab any food. And so I started keeping a green bell pepper in here. Remember that one time I made a pizza? Wait, I don't have a knife in here, so okay. Nothing, it's fine. Nothing, it's fine. Nothing, it's fine.
Filming a video for you guys. Please let me sleep. Thank you to everyone who said they hope my foot is good. I hurt when avoiding Alan. He can see him move around now. New video out tonight, maybe, or tomorrow. Daisy, is your leg okay, hon? Awesome, can't wait. Are you okay? What happened to your leg? You gotta tell me where you got that shirt. Are you okay? So, Alan and gratefulness do not go hand in hand. Hand in lump. Whatever. You know, at the start, you were kind of thinking, aw, ain't he a cute little guy? Hopefully he'll grow up to be a nice, respectable potato man and be the kind of family Daisy has been missing out on for all these years. And you'd be wrong. So very wrong. He's certainly acting like Chris when it comes to the destructive asshole department. I mean, he's still little. Maybe he'll grow out of it, right? I can't find Alan. Oh, no. I'm gonna search upstairs first. I can't find him. Addict? I'm so stupid. He can't be up here. I'm looking in the kitchen. I'm scared he may have gotten in the oven. Where'd you see him last? He could be in the basement. Worst case, he'll show up when he gets hungry. You are not stupid. You may be a bit panicked, so if you need to take a moment, do so. Basement? Did you check the basement? Maybe he's hiding under the bed or something, if he can still fit. Please stop asking me to look in the basement. Stop it. I can't go down there and you know it. Oh my gosh, he's outside. I'm back, everyone. Alan is safe and inside. I followed the trail he left in the snow. He was chasing some squirrels. Sorry to worry you all.
After the fright of not knowing where Alan was, I made this. My dad told me sometimes in the olden days people would tie strings around their fingers so they would remember things. This is just so I remember to always know where Alan is now that he's gotten more mobile.
I really hope you guys don't get scared by how Alan looks now. He's grown a lot and he looks a lot different.
Alan. Hi. Alan, we're recording. You awake? You want to try to say something, honey? Are you feeling better? Are you feeling worse? You haven't eaten in days. Are you doing okay, Alan? Do you want to yell at me? I don't care if you're mean. You don't need to be nice. Just can you please say something? No way. Alan?
It's me.
You can talk?
I can now. Are you happy? Hello, people. I am Alan. I am healthy. I am happy. I am growing. Don't worry about me.
Right, thank you, Alan.
So things aren't getting any better with Alan. He seems to be getting worse, as a matter of fact. He seems to be getting worse with age. Like the opposite of wine. He's like milk. The goopiest milk you ever did see. It's like the more Alan grows, the worse and worse Daisy gets. She's more stressed out, doubting herself more, eating less. She's trying really hard not to acknowledge that Alan is getting worse, and she's not at all equipped to handle this. Nobody is. In a way, I feel like Daisy is trying to prove something. to someone. That she's not a stupid little girl who can't do anything. That she can be just like her father. She can be independent and take care of Alan, even if taking care of Alan may not be the best idea. But hey, things aren't so bad. Look, Daisy made a friend. Oh my gosh, guys, something great just happened. I'll have a video up as soon as I can. I need to share this with you all. Video will probably be up tomorrow. I'm sorry for the delay, everyone. Alan's being naughty again. Video up soon.
Ready? Hi! Hi there! I found this cat was outside. She wandered into my backyard and so I brought her inside because it was very cold. Oh, hi! She had a little collar necklace on, and it said that her name is Strawberry, and so, hi little Strawberry.
Here she is! Meet Strawberry! I found this gift from God outside a few days ago. She gonna get eaten. Thank you all for the nice words about my new cat, Strawberry. I too like Strawberry and all, but if they already had a collar when you found them, that means that someone already owned that cat, and you should try to return it to them. I'm sure whoever it is misses Strawberry very much. I hope Strawberry and Alan are getting along. I'm sure he'll love her in time.
Alan, what do you think of our new friend?
Not friend.
Alan.
Shut up.
Okay, that was not very nice, Alan. All right, Alan.
No offense, but be sure to keep Strawberry safe from Alan. He didn't appear to like her very much. Aw, look, we have a new member of the family. She's just a little baby. Daisy finally has someone positive in her life to help her through all the tough times. I'm sure Alan will be perfectly reasonable and welcome Strawberry into the family. Maybe she'll be a force of positivity and help Alan to be a better monster potato man. Things can only go up from here. I'm sure nothing bad can happen to this cat. I hate Alan now. I'm not gonna pretend like nothing's wrong. Please say Strawberry's okay. Are you okay too, Daisy? Nothing's okay. Strawberry's gone. All right, we need to kill Alan. Daisy, I don't feel so good. Stop it! People these days are very stupid. Ignore them. I'm sorry you had to go through all this. Whoever did this, Alan needs to bite them. That's so wrong. I'm so sorry people are doing this. They have no heart. Dude, not cool. This is so mean. I'm sorry for your loss. That's messed up. Dapper gal. That's not very nice. That's not even funny. Why would someone even do that? Julia out here bullying her SDs in their most vulnerable moment. Daisy really can't catch any luck. Her dad bullies her, his little monster bullies her, heck, even her own creator bullies her. She can't catch a break. And I just think it's so funny how everyone's just yelling at her. It's like, why would you say this? It's like, bitch, that's Daisy. I love how no one in the comments knows that Julia is the one making this. It's so great. She's a mad woman. I feel like this is a big turning point in the series. Like, at this point, Alan has been causing damage and hurting Daisy, but we weren't sure how far he was willing to go, or if the violence would last. Would he have a change of heart as he got older? No. No, he would not. At this point, it's very clear that Alan is not, in fact, changing anytime soon, and is only going to get worse. He's clearly okay with murder, especially if he knows it will cause Daisy to suffer more. That's his main goal at this point, to see Daisy suffer. He knows she won't do anything to stop him. He knows he can do whatever he wants. He sees her as lesser than him. He deserves what she has, and she deserves nothing in his eyes. And who knows how far he'll go. Thanks for everyone asking if Alan's killed me yet. And all we can do as viewers is stand by and watch all this unfold. Self-care tip. Take your time. Self-care tip. Self-care is how you take back your power. Hey Daisy, rainbow glitter nails for pride. Love your nail episodes. Thought you might enjoy. So beautiful. I miss painting my nails. They start breaking and I don't look good. Hey guys, I promise I'm not gone. Glad you're okay, Daisy. Glad to see you're back. Hope everything's going all right. It's been a long week. I'm hungry. Alan's been in his room a lot. When he's not, he's very mean. I promise I haven't stopped posting because I don't like you guys. I really do love you. Just keeping my eyes open is hard sometimes. I feel sick. I went out and bought a pepper. I'm excited to eat one again. It hurts. I bit into it and it was hot. I'm crying. Oh, sweetie, was it a different shape from the last pepper you had? If so, it might have been a jalapeno. It was like a cylinder or tube. I think you're right. I'm an idiot. No, you're not, but if it hurts, try drinking some milk. It helps with spicy foods for some reason. Thank you. The milk was a little sour, but it worked. Here you go. Just in case you wanted to try and find some more peppers that won't hurt you. Yeah, it was a jalapeno. See, in the beginning, all of this would have been seen as cute and quirky, but now it's painful and sad. Before, Daisy would just brush off little mistakes like this, but now it's really getting to her. It's adding on to the pain she's already feeling. Daisy still has so much to learn on top of all the crap she's going through with Alan. And it's very obvious she hasn't had time to get food or even eat. This is some of the only food she has and she can't even eat it. The spoiled milk line just killed me. This poor baby is living in absolute squalor with a murderous monster that could kill her at any second. There's no one there to help her. Oh my god, I can't take it! He broke it! I hate him!
Guys, it's Daisy Brown here. Alan's not gonna be in this video, so if you only want to see him, which I know you all do, you can just click off right now, because it's just gonna be me, and I know no one wants me, but this is what it is. And Alan's asleep in Dad's room right now, and I don't even care if I wake you up this time! I don't care if you bite me, Alan! You don't scare me anymore! I hate you so much! I don't care that I'm having thoughts. How else am I supposed to think? I don't want this. I just want to not be a burden on everyone and everything for once. I just want to have anything good in my life be able to stay good. He ruined everything when he came. He takes everything from me, and I can't do anything about it. And everyone keeps asking me all these questions that you all know that I don't have the answer to, like what's in the basement? Tell me more about Link's disease. Tell me more about Alan. How does that work? What's this? What's that? Who's the author? I don't know any of this. I'm fucking stupid. I never know any of this. You should know this. Dad, I love you so much. Why did you do this to me? Why did you leave me with him? Why did you make him? Why did you tell me that I was smart and able to do things when I was little if you know that that's a lie and that I'm fucking stupid and worthless? I wish I wasn't born. Dad would be happier that way. Dad would probably still be here. I'd stop annoying everyone. I'd stop fucking everything up.
And it seems like Alan knows this. At this point, he's just seeing how far he can go until she snaps. Hi guys, I'm alive, but I'm sick. My throat hurts and my nose is running. I wish I could sleep. I think I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm back and I'm not happy. Alan locked me out last night. Haha, real funny, Alan. I just broke the window to get back inside and now I'm bleeding. Keep lots of pressure on the wound to stop the bleeding. As soon as you're bandaged up, make sure you get all the glass. I'm sorry this happened, Daisy. Now Alan's ignoring me. He called me a brat. I hate him. I passed out the window with some tinfoil and plastic wrap. It's raining. Put a towel down so you don't end up with mildew and mold growing. Raining! Be careful not to catch a cold. Thank you to everyone who cares about me enough to give me advice and tell me not to catch a cold. No one's ever done that, thank you. I feel sick. I need to not let Alan get to me. I can't sleep. Alan's asleep. He's not bullying me. I just can't sleep. I miss my dad. I'm so sore. My stomach is just in knots. My worrying is keeping me up. I feel too drained to cry. Why am I like this? I have everything I could ever want. I have a home, food, and yet I feel so unhappy. I feel so ungrateful. My food should be going to someone who needs it. I don't deserve this. I wish I could just feel nothing. I want to puke. I can't sleep. It's like there's electricity running on my skin. I miss Strawberry. Now I'm crying. Update, things still haven't changed. I'm still sad, still can't sleep, and my cat is still dead. I haven't slept all night. The sun's rising. Oh, fun fact, Alan ate my makeup last week. I didn't even mention it earlier. Why bother? I hate him. I finally started to doze off and Alan came in my room and stole my blanket. That's it. This is probably the most heartbreaking part of the entire Twitter account. Everything Daisy is feeling is just rushing forward. The pain she's in from all the abuse Alan is putting her through, how she misses her dad, how she misses Strawberry, even going as far to say she shouldn't be sad because she has a house and food. She thinks she's ungrateful and that she doesn't deserve what she has and other people need it more. This is the culmination of everything Daisy's been through her entire life. The crap Curtis hammered into her head, that she's ungrateful and that she should be happy for what he's provided her, that he's the only one keeping her safe from the outside world, and if she doesn't like it, she can leave. Typical crap you hear from abusive parents. He caused her so much pain and misery her whole life because he's a selfish and paranoid asshole, but expects her to be grateful for his abuse. It expects her to be grateful for him taking her away from the rest of the world, to be grateful for him ruining her life and her future. Daisy feels this crap the strongest. Despite everything she's been through, she feels like she needs to be grateful and happy. She was taught that her negative feelings were invalid because they were inconvenient for Curtis. She needs to be happy and grateful 24/7 or else she's like the evil strangers outside. Now at this point where Daisy is 100% valid in being upset at her situation, she still feels guilty. She talks about how lucky she is to have a house, but it's a house that's falling apart, a house that has been a prison for her entire life, a house that locked her out and caused her pain, a house that is currently housing her abuser. She doesn't deserve food. What food? She has no food. Daisy has said so many times that she's gone hungry because of Alan. Everyone deserves food to eat. And now she's feeling like the very valid human feelings she's having to being tortured and abused prevents her from having the most basic human necessities. Daisy, who has proven time and time again to be a sweet, loving, and caring person, who has shown deep love and empathy for the people she's never even met, who wants to love and see a world that she's been taught to fear her entire life, who we got to see grow and face her fears. Such a sweet and wonderful lady. Feels like she doesn't deserve the bare minimum. This breakdown absolutely kills me. It kills me that she feels this way. That some asshole who couldn't handle his own grief took out all of his anger on his poor daughter. That he put shit in her head that made her feel like she's not worthy. She deserves more. She deserves to be happy. She deserves to feel her negative feelings freely with no shame. She deserves food. She deserves to feel safe. She deserves to feel loved. She deserves to love herself. But he made her feel like she deserved to be abused. And that's why Daisy is so complicit with everything Alan does to her. Because it's all she knows. Abuse and belittlement is all she knows. And she feels like she deserves it. All for the crime of being human with thoughts and emotions and not some mindless puppet. And Alan, the little potato baby she spent years raising, trying her best, feeding him, treating his wounds, worrying about him, crying for him. This monster that she practically raised turned out to be a worse monster than her father. He just takes all her insecurities and throws it right back in her face. Despite everything she's done for him, he does everything in his power to break her down. If anyone isn't grateful, it's Alan. She has no obligation to do what she did for him, but she did it anyway because he's her dad's. All she has left of him. And just like Curtis, he uses her passive and kind nature against her to control and hurt her. And just when she's had enough of the physical and emotional abuse, just as she's ready to finally stand up for herself.
I'm filming you, Alan! I'm gonna let everyone know how horrible you are!
You really are pathetic.
Used to be like this, Alan. You were my friend. What happened to you?
Daisy, you really must be truly desperate to think of me as your friend. I can't stand you, and I can't believe your father tolerated you for this long.
You hate me, Alan?
Yes, you obnoxious cunt!
Then kill me! Do it! Do it, Alan! If you want to kill me, just do it and get it over with! I'm not fighting you! Do it! That's what I thought. You can't kill me, because you need me, and you know that, and without me you'll die! Who's pathetic now? Ah! Alan, put me down! Alan, put me down! Alan!
Welcome to hell, bitch.
Alan!
Good things are coming. Hold the fuck up. Alan fucking sucks. So yeah, this is another really cool aspect of the Twitter account. So Daisy finally snaps. And what does Alan do? Throw her ass down into the basement. The one place she wasn't supposed to be going into. Now, you're probably thinking, what was Alan doing while Daisy was in the basement? This. He was doing this. I love Alan. I've grown a lot since then. I'm sure you have grown, you disgrace. I don't trust like that. Where's Daisy, Alan? Whack. Alan, honey, where the fuck is Daisy? Language, please. You're one to talk. Oh, fuck off, Alan. Where is she? Language my ass, Alan. Fuck you and give us Daisy. Found some new clothes today. Bring back Daisy. Oh, you mean you found some more towels and scarves? It's too bright out today. Good. You stupid burrito monster. What happened to Daisy? We got some slam poetry. Alan is an ugly, useless, and unwanted cancer. All he does ends with hurt and anger. One time he might have had some possibility way back when we thought he couldn't see, but it turns out that he's just another failure, a project that needs an actual jailer. Damn, this house is a mess. Maybe if you helped Daisy clean up instead of destroying everything, it wouldn't be so messy. Well, when there's a certain someone that throws literal temporal tantrums and breaks things that don't belong to him, damn bitch, you live like this? Do some chores, bench. Probably your fault. I hope another cat comes along soon. With any luck, it'll be a mountain lion. You're disgusting. You touch another cat and so help me Alan, I will find you. No, this is where I draw the line. I can excuse killing Daisy, but I draw the line at animal cruelty.
Hi guys, it's Daisy Brown here. My dad should have smothered me with a pillow. Subscribe.
Delete this! Daisy should have smothered Alan with a pillow. Or just not fed him and thrown him outside and gone about her life. Things would be so much easier if I were alone. Alan, Daisy took care of you. You've been hurting her for so long now. Don't you feel even just a little bit bad for how much pain you're putting her through?
Alan's really pulling my hair out.
Call me a terrible person, but I laughed. You better not be hurting her, Alan.
Hey guys, it's Daisy Brown here. I don't know why you all like me so much considering how much of a waste of breath I am. Subscribe to my pathetic YouTube channel where everyone only watches for my monster. Love you guys so much.
That's disgusting, Alan. Daisy was the only person who cared enough about you to take care of you. And this is how you repay her? You're a fucking monster. Die, Alan. Alan, get out of here now. Shut up, Alan. Shut up, Alan. Daisy is a sweet and fascinating person, and I'd still watch her videos even if you never showed up in them again. Maybe if you were nicer, more people would like you. Stop hurting Daisy. Give her back, limp dick. Give Daisy her Twitter back now.
Hey guys, it's Daisy Brown here. Why do I say my first and last name every video? No idea. I guess I just assume you're all just as stupid as I am. Hi guys, it's Daisy Brown here. You should all stop asking to see my face. I'm doing you all a favor by hiding it. Subscribe.
Better to see her face than yours, grotesque failed abortion. Go away, Mr. Potato Head. Don't be saying that when you look like a purple Cheeto Puff, Alan. Fuck you, Alan. Honestly, you guys just make this too much fun. Hey guys, I'm back. I saw everything, I filmed it. Video tonight, hopefully. Oh God, you will see it. I'm so happy you're okay, Daisy. I love you. And despite all the tomfoolery, Daisy finally went into the basement and came out with somebody very, very special.
Is that you? What? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. You're different from the doctor. You must be his daughter. Oh, I've heard so much about you.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Lithop. I assume you're Miss Brown.
Lithops are plants.
Oh, I'm only part plant. The rest of me is real human DNA. Your dad made me. This is the doctor's daughter, everybody.
It's not the doctor.
Don't worry, she's here to help us. Can you help me? Oh, Miss Brown, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. We've been on our own for some time. God must have sent you. You can take your time fixing us up.
Fixing you? What's going on?
Yeah.
I need stitches.
Your dad left the job to you, so you must be capable.
No, Lithop, I'm not capable. I can't take care of myself, Lithop.
Miss Brown, take a deep breath. Don't worry, I'm your friend.
Lithop, is that what your face looks like?
Oh no, this is a mask, silly.
Really?
I can't really take it off myself. Could you help me?
Yeah.
Miss Brown, you dropped this. Oh, you must be the little one. From all that time ago, you've grown so much.
Did you find the notes, Daisy?
Lithop's here! I love her. She is my Scrungly. She is my Blurbo. She is my Botos Bingus. She is the best. And most importantly, she is Daisy's new best friend. For real this time. Lithop is being my friend, guys. I feel bad I don't play with her as much. I'm tired. I told her I'm updating Twitter and she says hi. I have a breakfast surprise for Lithop. Her hands are still cracked, but she enjoyed it. They eat pizza together. Hi, Daisy, I did a thing. I tried to make a little cutie thing for Lithop. Hope she likes it. Sorry for the erased remarks. Tell her that you both are pure baby angels that will be protected at all costs. Hi, guys, don't worry about me and Lith. We're talking some things out. I love you all. Lith and I went outside. It was fun. But when I brought her inside, Alan was talking from inside Dad's room. He was telling me to come up and see him. I didn't. I'm trying not to listen to him. At the end of the day, I'm not listening to him or talking to him. He's not my friend. I have to take care of Lith now. No, I will hold a grudge. What he did to me isn't right. Alan doesn't love me. If he loved me, he wouldn't hurt me like he did. I just want to show you guys what Lith made for me. Lesbian colors. Lithop and I are alive. Something's about to happen. We'll tell you when we can. The last part of the story is honestly so refreshing. Daisy's gone through so much torture and abuse by herself. Her abusive dad is gone and the creature he created has essentially taken his place. But now, she's not alone. She has Lithop. She's like everything we were hoping Alan was gonna be. A friend that would bring out the best in Daisy. Someone Daisy can hang out with, someone to eat pizza with, someone to go outside with, someone to make friendship bracelets with, someone who could fill the void in her life. It's so cute seeing them hang out the way they do. She finally has someone around who's nice to her and wants to be around her. She finally, truly has a real friend. Lithop really does bring out Daisy's confidence as well. She went from being terrified of Alan to straight up ignoring him. She knows he can't bring her down anymore. She knows she has to be strong because it's not just her anymore. She needs to be there for Lithop too. She has a reason to keep going. A reason to look for a better life. For the both of them. I just want to make a short statement about what's going to happen here soon. A life away from Alan. Lithop and I have a plan. We'll be doing this soon. If it works, I'll upload a video of the results. If it doesn't work, then you probably won't hear from us again. I'm not trying to scare you guys, but a lot could go wrong. So I just want to say some stuff to you guys if it does go wrong. Thank you all for watching my videos, saying nice things and answering my questions, telling me about the world, giving me advice, sending me nice pictures and drawings, talking with me at all. I know I'm not really normal, but you made me feel good. I've never had friends, but you guys made me feel so good. If this is even a fraction of how it feels to have real friends, then I love it. Thank you for giving me this feeling of being not quite so alone. We love you so much, Daisy. Please stay safe and good luck. We are gonna be here if you need anything after all is said and done. We love you, Daisy. Good luck and stay safe. We believe in you. You aren't alone as long as we're here, Daisy. Remember that when times get tough. Daisy, please be okay. Best of luck with your plans, Daisy. We love you so fucking much. Lithop has empowered Daisy enough to finally stand up for herself and take her life back. She's finally ready to leave the house and leave Alan behind. Her father's words can't affect her anymore. Alan's abuse can't stop her anymore. She needs to leave so she can finally start living her life. So she and Lilith can finally be free from the walls of the house that trapped them for so long. These final tweets are super tense. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's great Daisy finally has some confidence and that she and Lilith have a plan, but will it work?
You awake?
Yes!
Shh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We just need to stay quiet, all right?
Okay. Are we leaving soon?
Yes, we're gonna leave right now. Wait. 1 second. I just need to grab something quick.
Please don't leave me.
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna be back in 1 second, Lithop.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna be right back. I just need to grab something, okay?
You'll be back in a minute?
I'm not gonna leave you, Lithop.
Please come back.
What do you need that for? Are you going somewhere?
Alan, get out of my way.
You think I'm gonna let my favorite little dyke just walk out on me like that?
I'm not scared of you.
Just like you're not scared of cars, right? Oh, the gang's all here. Your father hated that three-eyed thing. You know that, right? Said she was a waste of parts. No wonder you like her so much.
Let me go.
Dad would have hated you for this.
I'm not Dad.
Look who grew some lip.
Ow!
Shut up, worm! Or I'll snap your fucking head off! Daisy, no!
Final video. Wishing you will live off the best. Really sad to see you go, though. See you, Space Cowboy. And as you probably know, yes, it did. Daisy finally gave Alan what he fucking deserved and mollywopped his ass. He went down like a total bitch. Don't cry for him, Queen, he fucking deserved it. So, she and Lithoth are finally free to leave the house. And as they run away, the caption shows what their conversation was about before the escape. No, seriously, turn on the captions. They know that they may not make it out alive, and if they do, it'll be scary in the real world. But Lithoth compares the outside world to the basement in the house. She was stuck in the basement all her life and was afraid to see what was above her. But when she finally got out of the basement, she found Daisy. Though it was scary, she found someone very important to her. She found a friend. Just like the basement, going to the outside world will be scary, but if they do it, they'll finally find something they've been missing. Happiness, freedom. The outside world is the key to the rest of their lives. It's the key to being happy. It's the key to finally being at peace. Even if it's scary, they'll still have each other. The last video ends with Daisy and Lithoth sitting by a lake. They have the entire world ahead of them with endless possibilities. After so long, they're finally free. Daisy is finally free. Wait, what about the other monsters in the basement? And that's all she wrote. I know this is gonna be long as shit, but there's so much in this series. I'm glad I only covered the Twitter because covering the videos and the captions would have taken me a year. I started filming at like 11:30, it's now like 3. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, I fucking love this series. Like, you see the first video, especially after it went viral, and you're like, there's no way this little monster video is going to be the start of a heart-wrenching story about domestic abuse, depression, and the longing to find your place in the world. I just feel like the Twitter account just adds so much to this already in-depth story. You really get to see so much more of Daisy. And by the end, you're absolutely gutted for her. But also so happy for her at the same time. You've been through heck and back with her, and now she finally found her voice and her freedom. I hope wherever she is now, she and Lithoth are doing great things. And most importantly, I hope they're happy. Juliet Dapper is seriously such a good storyteller, and I fucking love her work. Like, this is seriously one of my all-time favorite series. You have no idea. Or you do, considering the fact that I spoke for like an hour about this. We're over an hour. Or that I keep saying it's my all-time favorite series. Like, Julia is such a brilliant storyteller, and I'm so glad she shared this story with the world. And I'm so glad she wasn't talked out of doing it. Ladies, just remember, if people don't believe you, you need to believe in yourself. Majority of the time, they don't know what they're talking about. You do your thing, and don't you dare worry about anyone else thinks. It's your vision, not theirs. You do you. You make your project. You do what you want to do, and anyone doubts you, they can go fuck themselves. Believe in yourself.
Accept yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Express yourself.
Accept yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
I'm being stupid. So yeah, please go check out Julia's other stuff. She's awesome. I think she's working on another series right now. It's called Nettlebrook / Echo Rose. That's the channel that she's posted all the stuff on. That's her character's name. I think it's on hiatus right now. But the first few episodes are up if you'd like to watch it. I'll link them below. And Echo is such a girl failure queen, and I love her so much.
Hello, Star Children, and welcome to the Echo Chamber. I am Echo Rose, empath, clairvoyant, psychic. Holy shit! Oh my fucking god. My incense lit my cat on fire. She's okay, like, don't worry, but...
She also has a YouTube channel where she talks about stuff like book reviews, film and character analysis, history lessons, and bullying Hans Christian Andersen.
My eulogy to Hans is, "You're so lucky I never met you because I would have shoved you in a locker so bad. Amen."
I'm getting into Kitchen Princess because of you, Queen. Thank you. You the best. Also, if you're gonna check out her stuff, please don't be in the comments being all,
Oh my gosh, you can check out my Daisy Brown. Where's Alan? What's in the basement? Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Are you making Daisy Brown part 2? But I love Daisy. Can you tell me more about Daisy? Can we focus on Daisy? Can we focus on Daisy Brown? Where's Alan?
like, come on guys, she does other stuff too, knock it off. She's even made a video telling you all to fuck off with the Daisy Brown stuff. I mean, though in a much nicer way than I'm saying it right now, but still.
Hey, so I just wanted to address something really quick. Pretty recently, a bunch of new people have found my account and found out that I'm the person who made Daisy Brown, and so a lot of my comment sections are kind of getting swarmed with people asking questions about Daisy Brown or saying like, where's Alan? I also want to address that this volume of comments like this is making me uncomfortable. I need you guys to remember that I'm not Daisy Brown, I'm Julia, I'm a person, this is my personal account, this isn't an ARG. When I post a personal video that was just like being funny or something, and the comment section is full of people saying like, we don't care, show Alan, that makes me not want to post at all, really. When you guys treat me like an individual and treat me with respect, it really means the world to me, so thank you.
So yeah, I really like this series. Julia Dapper is cool. And I'm a Curtis Brown auntie right now. Curtis Brown, more like Curtis, I'm gonna brown. What? I'm so stupid. I don't know, maybe I'll make a Twitter account about it. I'll be like an anti Curtis Twitter stan account. Speaking of Twitter.
Daisy, who's that boy? Hi. The ghost of a boy. What is a ghost?
Sometimes you gotta troll